Good magical morning, Magic Tribe. It is Friday, September 6th. Where the fuck did August go? I don't even know how we're already almost halfway through September. Welcome back to another episode of our morning motivation session here at the Hearth. I hope you've all had a fantastic evening and are getting ready for an amazing day. It is very stormy here today and it's very dark, so I'm sorry if my light is really weird today. Good morning, Angel. We are going to continue our deep dive into our Affirmators Tarot right here. Yesterday we had the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot card, so there was a lot of movement forward. If you are a Cancer, that may have been a message specifically for you. Or if you have one in your life that you are doing all this amazing stuff with. All right. Affirmators Tarot. Loving this deck. Then we will also pick from our Spiritual AF deck. We are almost finished with that deck, so I'm going to have to find another fun one to gallivant through on a less serious note. So if you have any deck recommendations, let me know. Ooh, there it is. I think we only got one today, but it is a big one. Holy moly. Dragons, especially those of you on the purple bent. Ace of Cups today is showing up. So saddle up, babes. We are launching into a lot of very loving energy. Oh my goodness, this card is so cute. It looks like it's drinking lemonade or something. So let's read the card because I love these things. All right, let's find the Ace of Cups in here. Other than that, it's a pretty quiet day on the ranch. Well, mostly, except for the toddlers running around in the background. All right, our Ace of Cups card, which I'm totally in love with. Come on, Light, fix yourself. So it says that it looks like the bartender of the heavens just served you a free compassion fruit colada. So chug it down and enjoy the emotional fulfillment that follows. You might be starting a new relationship, likely, though not necessarily romantic. And this potion will help you give and receive with an open heart. Whatever the case, your cup runneth over with affection, purity, and beautiful new possibilities. Want to order another? Abso-fucking-lutely. Our affirmation for today's card says, my heart is wide open and love flows freely in both directions. I embody a level of sweetness that's usually only reserved for videos about interspecies friendships and cat videos. Or even better, those kitten and puppy videos. Interspecies relationships, those are cute. So we are definitely moving into a lot of really awesome feeling energy. If you have not yet moved into that yourself, you will soon. So no matter how it looks outside, remember how it feels inside instead is going to be your best route to fulfillment today and, well, probably all days. But Ace of Cups is a good fucking start for today. I do have to say so myself. I haven't decided what deck I'm going to use for the pick a pile reading. So if you have a preference, please put it in the chat now while I pull our Spiritual AF card. Ooh, we are like really getting low on this deck. So we've gone through this many already. We only have this many left. This has been a really fun deck. Okay, so picking from our tiny side. And our card for today is, oh, this is a good reminder today. Worrying is a negative prayer, right? So remember that you don't need any of that kind of angsty, nail-biting bullshit today. If you catch yourself worrying, take a deep breath and ask the universe for what you really want, not what you don't want. The universe always lets you change your order. And hell yeah, you want fries with that. Supersize that shit, right? Because bigger and better always wins the race, right? And sometimes the universe likes to one up us and give us even better than that. And because this card came out today, I would say that is a really good indication of things to come. The universe just mixed you up your favorite freaking drink. But are you worrying too much about other things to enjoy it? Hello, Alex and Kirsten. It's good to see both of you. So, remember, worrying is a negative prayer, and it will block this dragon from appearing in your life with the best drink ever in the history of drinks, okay? Or whatever it is that you're getting, right? And it's going to be something that you've been asking for a long time that maybe you thought, honestly, that was not ever going to actually appear in actuality. And suddenly you find it, I don't know, parked in your driveway, right? So, ask and you shall receive, my magical friends, because the world is your oyster. I really can't decide what deck I want to use for the pick-a-pile today. Why am I so indecisive about this? Husband, do you have a preference? Oh. Pick a card deck. You're like, I don't even know. That was not helpful, but that's okay. I love you. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what a good pick-a-pile card deck would be. I guess let's go with our Urban Crow Oracle deck. Because, I mean, you can never go wrong with this deck. It is literally one of my faves. I highly recommend getting the signed upgrade version. Very, very fun. All right, so we're going to actually do 4 today. So pick a number 1 through 4. That is where your message will be. You can pick 1 or more or all of them. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to try to draw 4 cards. We'll see what comes out. So I'm super excited about the Ace of Cups being dragon. That's pretty cute. I'm totally obsessed with this card right now. I'm gonna have to print it out and put it up on the wall in the cabin when we're done. It's so cute. I don't know, get it tattooed wrapped around my arm or something. I don't know. That would be freaking cute too. But we are definitely not focusing on anything that is making us feel worried or stressed in any way because it will be magnified today. So we want to remember that worrying is a negative prayer as we are waiting for that dragon to appear. All right, we have our first card for pile number 1. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to draw 2 cards for each. Let's get our pile 2. That one came out pretty quick, so your guys' message is pretty. 3, you got 2. And let's get 4. 4 is 1. All right. I am not super familiar with this deck, so we're going to channel and also read from the book. I have a little bit of extra time this morning, so that's kind of nice. So let's have some fun. It is Friday, after all. Friday fun day. Let's also get a where is my rune deck? We'll get a woman runes card. Maybe it's not it. There it is. We'll get a rune too as well for each pile. These are the woman runes deck by Shakina Mountain Water. Originally, and these are rendition redone by Molly and Mark Reamer over at Bridget's Grove. She has a great little Etsy shop. Oh goodness. Okay. The runes are hopping. So pile 1 got 2 runes. We're not doing 5. There we go. Pile 2 got 2 runes. Pile 3 is trying to take off with a deck. Pile 3 also got 2. There must be some messages in the 2s today. And 3 got 1. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Ready? Y'all picked your numbers. Those of you who chose pile number 1 at 1111. Oh, dropped it. You get Anticipation, the 3 card. Ooh, I love this. So the message I'm getting right off the bat is you are getting ready to put on one hell of a performance. And there is a lot of people that are showing up to support you. Those tables and chairs may not be filled up yet, but they are waiting to fill this spot. So you got some big stuff getting ready to happen. Number 1s. I'm seeing a lot of 3s right now on my screen. Actually, let's go ahead and read this first, and then we'll go through your runes. Let's just get the deeper message really quick on this Anticipation card, because MJ Colonnade, she writes in some pretty awesome stuff in these sometimes. Ooh, and the Anticipation one's pretty slow, or pretty small, or short. Okay, so the Anticipation card says, each morning when I wake up, there is a crow outside my window on the street lamp, anticipating the arrival of a meal. Perhaps I trained the crow, or maybe it was the other way around. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. There is but one warning. Be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. So what are you looking forward to at this moment? And how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? Right? When we talked about how expectations can sometimes be our biggest roadblock because they limit what the universe can bring to us, right? So we don't want to get stuck in that. But anticipation is not necessarily the same as expectation. So an anticipation is something that you know is coming, but you don't exactly know what's happening. Like, you know there's a surprise, but you don't know what that surprise is, and you're open to the options available. You have already made your wants and desires clear to the universe via what you're saying and doing and thinking, right? Thought, word, deed. So it's all kind of starting to line up for you, number 1s. Now let's get your woman runes cards to clarify that. And you get the sun card. Nice. So take this time right now, which may be a little bit of a time of resting, to heal, rejuvenate, play a little bit, enjoy the things that you've already pulled into action through the ether, right? And make sure that you are ready to start doing this work that's coming up. Because whatever it is that you've been asking for is really going to involve a little bit of work. But it's work that you are very much anticipating. Okay. It's not drudgery. I'm really excited to do this because this is something I've been waiting to do for a really long time. And I now have the tools in my tool basket to make sure that it happens. Right. And also, well, I'm rested and I've done a lot of great healing. This is a time to enjoy the things that I have built. Right. That is a great message for you guys, number ones. Fantastic. Right. I really like that. You get an 18 and a 14 with your 3. So 9, 3, 6, 9, my friends. There's something in that too as well. Not going to get into that numerological rabbit hole, but for those of you who chose pile number 2, your message from the Urban Crow Oracle is about direction, and a 12. Also, a 3 message. There is a lot about us creating our realities right now, my friends. So let's get your direct message. Interesting. I like this number 2s. All right, so it says, each evening at around dusk, hundreds of crows fly over my apartment on their way to their evening roost. They are not distracted by the sights and sounds of the city. The crows are focused on moving in one direction. When you know where you are going, it is easier to stay on the path. Direction brings clarity and creates a roadmap to success. Direction is a call for you to find your North Star, your point on the map that represents your big goal, the destination that no roadside attraction can lure you away from. When you know exactly where you're going, you will be able to stay focused. You will be able to recognize when an opportunity is nothing more than a tempting diversion from your goal. When you pull the direction card, take time to check to see if you know where you are going. Do you see your path before you? And are you ready to write that next chapter, my friends? I'm also hearing that distinct message as well, because you are writing that. Your 2 cards from the Woman Runes deck are the 2 triangles. This is a rune of focus, analysis, logic, and rationality. So you are taking on this goal with laser sharp focus. You have weighed all the options. You have done all of the things, and now you are ready to launch. And you know your direction now as well. The 31, a 4. So we have 3, 4, and the 33. That is a lot of 3s coming out today, my friends. But this is the rune of nurturance, domesticity, caring for the home, and also the codependency trap as well. So a little bit of a warning in there with our love note. Okay, so you will find solace there. It could be this is the direction you're trying to go as well. So to beware that you're not looking or you're not thinking it's this and it's actually this. I'm also getting that message for number 2s. Okay. So it's good that you know your direction, but make sure that you're not settling for a less appealing option just because you're not willing to wait for what the universe is actually bringing you. So beware of settling. But in all other aspects, move forward, my friends. Beautiful. All right. Number 3s. You had a plethora of cards pop out. So we had 2 from the Urban Crow Oracle. They are abundance. Fucking amen. Amen. And the battle card. Ooh, a 1 and a 5. So there's our 6 again. Okay, so you know the way to this. And you are willing to do this to make sure it happens is a very distinct message I'm getting right now, number threes, you're done fucking around. Like, you're putting your money where your mouth is. You are moving forward, whether people are poo-pooing your ideas or not. And it is put up or shut up time. So let's see what this actually says. Has a pretty vehement message. First thing in the morning. All right, we're going to read the abundance card and then battle because that is the way they came out. Also, these are a little bit longer, so they must have some sort of a story involved, number threes. All right, so we have the abundance card, which is your first card. And it says, the crows on one side of the bay know that the cannery is the source for a steady and easy meal, making gathering food an effortless task. And as a result, they spend their days enjoying their location. However, the crows who reside on the other side of the bay, where food is scarce, find searching for food much more difficult. And as a result, much of their days are spent focused on survival. The crows who do not live on the cannery side of the bay are unaware that an easy food source exists just a short distance away, nor do they have the time or energy to waste exploring areas further away. Abundance brings a reminder that there is a place where you, too, will find a myriad of possibilities. So focus your energy and attention on not what you lack, but what you know is out there waiting for you. Let your intuition be your guide. Abundance may appear if you need a reminder that from your current position, you might not see what is out there waiting for you. Of course, most of the time, this card represents a positive outcome. However, because these crows can be a bit cheeky, the meaning could very well indicate an abundance of something less favorable, such as an abundance of water in your basement. So be careful of your expectations, my friend. Aw, ditto, Angel, ditto. And the battle card, number threes, to go with your abundance card, and your little bit of a reminder. It says that crows are incredibly territorial and will fight intruders to maintain order within their space. You may find that defensive feelings are brewing, whether from within or from an external source. If you have perhaps stepped on some toes or entered into someone's territory uninvited, be prepared to deal with the consequences. This card may also indicate that you will need to defend yourself against someone attempting to infiltrate your space. So take notice of the crows sitting on the wires. They're not involved, but are watching on to see which bird is the victor. This may indicate that when it comes to your situation and the battle that is brewing, there might not be much in the way of outside support for either side. This could be an advantage or disadvantage depending on your position. So the question is, are you the one doing battle, or are you the one up on the wire watching? And are you prepared for this battle as well? If it is, you're just watching or participating. Number threes, which side of this bay are you on? The one where all there is lack, or the one that all they know is abundance? And are you willing to fight for it to get where you want to be? Yeah, fuck yeah, I am. I didn't choose number three, but I have to answer that question. So your rune cards for pile number three are the Sun and the Moon card. This is a rune of laughter, joy, ease. Right? This is what we do when we find the abundance, or when we're acknowledging the abundance, right? Always, Angel. And the box card. So this is a rune of boundaries, limitations, stability, and lessons. So in order to unlock this knowing of unending abundance, we must first either create the box around ourselves that establishes the boundaries that we need and limits others' access to that while we become stable and learn our lessons, or we are stepping outside of that box because we have already established that stability and lesson, right? The choice is yours. And so we have an 11 and an 8. So we have lots of 3s and 8s today. What is that? And then we had a 1 and a 5. Okay, so when you're feeling super edgy, number 3s, lean on those places where you can unlock that laughter, because you're going to need to make sure that you are calm enough to deal with a situation without ending up in jail. Okay. So, deep breaths. All right. If you chose pile number 4, you get the community card. Oh, I love this card. And it's a 10. And then, well, actually, let's read this first and then we'll. Your message is kind of short and sweet today, number 4s. But from what I'm seeing, it's pretty amazing. So, all right. Number 4. So here in the Seattle area, we have 3 big roosts. The largest, I believe, is the one at the UW Bothell campus. Each of these roosts serves as a community. It is a sanctuary. It is a place for the crows to retreat to in the evening, where they are accepted and comforted. Lean on your community, number 4s. Lean into the groups of people who you feel at peace with during times of friction or stress. When you pull community, think of it as a nudge to connect with a group that interests you. Not only will you find new opportunities there, you will become part of a group focused on a similar goal. Community may also indicate that you would benefit from examining your relationships within a group or belief system. Are your goals and beliefs in alignment with the group's philosophy? Do you remain within a community because it is simply part of your history, but your involvement or participation is limited, and as a result, you feel disconnected? You may need to consider if the philosophy of a community that you no longer connect with is still impacting your decisions or your perception of events, okay? So community is kind of a double-edged sword, right? You don't want to just follow along with the pack just because that's what everybody else is doing. You want to be making your own free-thinking choices, just so you can not end up a lemming, right? But you also want to know that you have a support system around you, and you can find that in a myriad of ways now. So lean on it, or if you don't really need to lean on one, maybe you are creating one as well. I'm also hearing that message too. And you get the heart card, which is the rune of love and passion. So this is something that you are passionate about and is very close to your heart. So I really do feel like this is definitely something that you are creating. But it could be also something that you're just finding too as well. And it's something that you're really excited about. So lean on that community. You'll find peace in that heart space. Number 4s. So great messages today, my friends. This has been kind of a longer live stream, but I am very appreciative that each and every one of you joined us here today. Thank you as always. And also, as always, thank you for your patience. I know we're kind of bouncing around all over the place right now, but we have a lot of big things in the works. We are definitely hoping to have the Farm and Retreat Center open by Christmas is my goal. If I can make it by my birthday or Thanksgiving, that would be even better. So we'll see. Pray for us. But yeah, we were getting really excited, and then we'll be able to host all of you on our farm. So that'll be great. So there's a community, I guess, we're creating here. Thank you for being a part of that. All right. Remember, everything is always working out for you. All your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation, always and always, because you are safe, loved, protected, prosperous beyond measure, and I fucking love you. Also, favor follows you wherever you go, as does our love, as always. Be good at it. And if you're going to be bad, be good at that too. And remember to have less expectations, but more anticipations. Because, well, we unlocked the big one today, didn't we, my friends? The Ace of Cups appeared. And she is adorable and ready to give us our absolutely most favorite beverage ever. So stop creating the negative prayers with your worry. You have absolutely nothing to worry about because your life is filled with nothing but choices. Bye now, everyone. I love you all beyond measure. Be good, and I'll see you all again on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye now.